So first we're going to open up a new sequence. Well, open up Premiere first, obviously, and open up a 1080p 24 timeline. It could be whatever one you want. And this one here, I have a different cinematic look, which I just cropped when I was exporting. So first, you import your song and whatever sound effects you want. In this case, I used like a wind kind of thing, and other sound effects. And then when you put the song in, it adds a different effect. And then without those, sounds a little different. So anyways, the camera that I used to shoot this video was a Canon 1DX Mark II. Some shots were in 120 frames, regular HD 60p, and some 4K 60p. So the opening shot, we have these black bars opening up. So that you just add a crop effect right here, and then you have to add some keyframes. So the top, it shows it opening up, and then you have the same thing for the bottom. So when you play it, you have it moving. So without it, cut it, and then you have to undo it. It would just look normal. But when you add those keyframes and everything, basically it's tracking what you're telling it what to do. So this first shot, this is what I look like, or what it looks like when I was shooting.
It's just skating, yeah. So basically, the first shot we're going to do is you skating. So I'm going to be right behind here like this, and then I'm just going to pan up like this.
So we're using the 1DX, obviously the Ronin and the monitor, and I'm sitting on the back of my car while my friend Dom is driving. So this is the first shot. Oh, and so up here is the adjustment layer. So this is where you do all your color correcting. So for that, you just go to File, New, and Adjustment Layer, or you can just do that in your project. File, New Item, Adjustment Layer, and put it on the top. Or you can add your Lumetri color correction on the clip, but in this case, we want the color correction done on all the clips, so you just spread it apart. So this is the color with the color correction. Actually, you know what? I'll show you a better clip. Right here. So this is with the color correction, and that's without. So I mean, there's a big difference, obviously. This is my color correction that I have. You can go to filtergrade.com and look up my name, Peter Dubuslo, and you can buy this Filmic LUT on there, and it comes with 3 or 2 more other ones. I use this one because we shot this during golden hour, and I just like these orange tones, nice bokeh here. So this shot here was used with an 85mm in 120 frames. So the good thing about the 1DX, when you shoot it in 120 frames, it automatically does it in slow motion. So you basically just have to input your footage. So this is what it looks like. This is what it basically looks like right out of the camera. Very smooth. The quality is amazing. And then add color correction. We'll just mute the audio. Pretty cool. So we have him doing long strides, some detailed shots, and then we have a nice little cool power slide here. And then next shot, show it to you first. So it's basically like the background here is zooming out as this is coming forward. So what I did to do that was basically you go into your scale. I'll show you the presets here, or not preset, but a keyframe. And basically, so I'll show you what it looks like without. So it's basically just a normal shot. See the background here staying still? I'll show you that. And then you add that effect, and it's almost like fading out, and this is coming, this is going out, and he's coming in. So basically all you have to do is, in the beginning of the clip, you have to have it zoomed in a little. So if you look here, so this is 150. So I basically have it 50 zoomed in, because regular it would be at 100. And then I have it, so I'm moving back, and I have him zooming out. So then it goes back to 100 eventually. And that's what gives you that effect. And then next shot, basically, so this was a cool shot. 120 frames. Oh, I don't know what happened. So 120 frames. So the background is in focus and he's blurred. I didn't want this. I wanted him in focus, but I just let the camera do the focusing for me, which I shouldn't have. But it's still a cool shot because you could see the background and where he is. He's skating. So I basically did the same effect here with the scaling. And then next shot. So I'm basically on the back of the... So now he's starting to get in focus because the camera kind of knows that I want him in focus. And so the next shot, we have train track, simple shot. This is all handheld. And I'm on the back of the car again with no... I'm not using the Ronin here. This is all handheld. So this shot actually was in 4K 24p. Downtown, just walking, same thing. And so the next shot here, so basically what I did is I went to a spot where I wanted the picture, that right there, and I pressed screenshot. And then I got that screenshot, opened it in Photoshop, deleted the background out and kept him. I inputted it in the timeline. And so this shot is actually supposed to be done with a tripod. Because you can see, if you can see it, he's moving here. If you have it on a tripod, it wouldn't be moving. It would look a lot better. I just figured I would throw this cool effect in there because it is cool. So as he comes to him, as he comes to that picture, it gets deleted. So it's stopped. And then this picture here, which is him, it's still going. And then once he comes to it, it's deleted. It's gone. So it's like almost like a trail effect. It's pretty cool. The shot has to be done on a tripod, so it looks actually like he's not floating. And then next, so he's downtown, down by the pier. So this was in 120. So this is without the color correction. Oh no, sorry, this is 4K 60 frames. You can tell because it's lagging. The files are huge. And then this one here, I believe, is 120. Yeah, this one is 120. Look how smooth that is. So I'm still on the... actually, this shot, I was hanging outside of the window with the Ronin. And my friend Dom was still driving. And then next shot... so that's with... So this is still with my same color correction. So... And then I actually added a color correction to that as well. Zoomed in, you can see the boats in the background. Looks pretty cool. And then one of my other favorite shots by the pier. This was shot in 120. You can just see all the depth, his nice little strides and on skating on the board. Looks pretty cool. And then the second last shot. Let me open it up. Second last shot. He's done. He's coming. Sorry, it's lagging my computer. And I'm editing all this on a 2013 MacBook Pro with only 8 gig RAM, a 1 gig video card, SSD, and you know this computer's lasted me a while. It's thinking of going to a PC, but I like the Mac. So anyways, this is the final shot. And I have the song right here ended, but I still have my sound effects going. And then that's basically it. So that's it for the tutorial, and I hope to do more of these with photos and videos as well. So if you like it, give it a like. Thanks.